Hey, what's up? Yes, this is Vshetty, and sharing with you once again another brilliant session that I had with my mentor and my life coach, Suhas Talwar. What we speak about today, we spoke about speaking into a camera. Yes, so we spoke about body language, the tonality, and all that. So let's start with the beginning. The distance. So the distance should be about 1.5 feet, probably one arm's distance. Why? Couple of reasons. One, there are 3 zones. One is an intimate zone. That's when I'm right here. You know, it's as though I'm about to kiss you. You don't want that, do you? And this is, so that's 0 to 1.5 feet, and then beyond that is a zone of comfort, and then beyond 5 feet is the zone of social zone. So probably we could have a conversation which is in the zone of comfort. Another reason is for my hand gestures to come into play. If I'm too close, you can only see my hand, you can only see my face, but not really my hands. So I want all of my body, my language, my face, my smile, my hand gestures, everything to come into play. Yeah. So this is the perfect position for a video conversation or a video recording. Great. So that's point number one. Another thing I learned and I would actively use is eye contact. In a normal conversation, yes, it's best if you can make eye contact as much as possible. That builds credibility and trust. So if I'm talking this way, or if I have shifty eyes, so that's not very great. So if in this case, since I'm talking to the camera, I should know where the camera is and look straight into it as much as possible during the conversation. That's brilliant. So look into the camera, get your beautiful smile. Yeah. Now that I'm clean shaven, my lovely smile, my dazzling smile is out there. So that's great. And use gestures. We spoke about gestures, right? So if I'm making an important point, then I could say, I'm making an important point. I could say, I would like to talk about 2 things. 2 things. Point number 1 is this, and blah, 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 blah. And point number 2, this is how it's important. So I use my hands to my advantage. We spoke about the zones. Sometimes it's good to be here, but then at times you want to step in and make that point. Yeah, so that's brilliant. Or you make a hand gesture and you say, yes, absolutely, you got what I'm trying to say. So that's how this works. What else? Yes, yesterday we spoke about inflection. What's inflection again? It's changing the tonality in your voice. We don't want monotones. We don't want yes. We don't want to be a newsreader. We want the ebb and flow. Or is it ebb and flow? I can't remember. But essentially, the tones change like the waves in an ocean. It comes closer to you and goes further back. And then there are times it comes straight at you and goes whoosh. It makes an impact. So this is what makes a conversation, communication more powerful. And more engaging if you can use your body language, the tonality of your voice, your smile, eye contact, your posture. Yes, that's most important. Where you have an erect spine, the chest is slightly pushed out, your chin is slightly above par, if I may say. It's essentially a power pose. Wonder Woman. Yes, I'm the conqueror of the universe, ain't I? And that's my name, Vishwajit. Yeah, so I'd like to be in a power pose. essentially it communicates confidence. And as a business development professional who represents companies, I'm the brand ambassador for that company. You want to showcase that confidence in the posture that you have, in the language that you have, the tonality in your communication, the eye contact, the smile, the brilliance in your smile, and all that. So, was it useful? Absolutely, I'm sure. In fact, there's a survey, says Suhas. It's a wonderful survey. Somebody did a survey of about 4,000 TED Talk speakers, and they found out which were the most engaging talks. And it's not content. Yes, some people had brilliant content, but they weren't able to present very well. The audience didn't receive it very well. Why? Because they spoke in a monotone way. They didn't use their body language. So what's the number one criteria for a effective TED Talk or effective presentation, effective interview, effective video? Hand gestures, body language. Second, most important, it's your inflection, your tonality. And third comes content. That's very interesting, because I was always super, paranoid. Do I have the right content? Do I have the right substance? It's absolutely important because you want to respect your audience, but this is also very, very important. My gestures, the way I speak, and then comes content. Was it useful? Yeah, you bet. All right. Whoops. Yay! I want to add a very, very important point. So when you bring your hand gestures, your tonality, your eye contact, your lovely smile, the straightness of your spine, the power pose, when you bring it all together, you have charisma. And you become a magnetic personality. You become a memorable speaker. People remember you. So that's what it is. It's an absolute important thing. That's what differentiates average good from great. And we want to be great. At least I want to be great. And I am getting there. Yay.